Good evening, and we're live on Paranormal Path Peeps. And tonight we have Paracom. How is everyone?
Hello.
Keep driving.
Hello.
So, Keith and Katie have just left the airport, basically. So they've decided to join us. So I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll give it a go.
Keep to the speed limit, Keith.
There's all cameras
on the
our
road.
direction.
Again.
Hi, Nigel. Hope you're all
40
right.
kilometres a mile again.
Hey, Nigel.
Right, okay. So generally you'll start the show asking how it all started for everybody, what the first paranormal encounter was, what the first time something happened, what you thought, what on earth's that? So start with you then, Mark.
First time experience would have been where I used to live in Colindale. We used to come back late at night from places messing about as kids, and there's certain areas where you'd walk down and you'd hear footsteps, and you would just ignore it because you're kids, you think you're being followed and whatever. And we walked down an alleyway. I dropped a mate off to the back gate of his house, turned round, and as I turned round, there was a guy standing at the end of this alleyway. It was the only way in and the only way out. So I turned round to bang on the gate, so the mate would come back out. But when I turned round, it vanished.
Oh.
So we both walked down, had a look, and there's nowhere that person could have gone at all.
Wow.
But then we got talking to one of the neighbours, and the neighbour says, "Oh yeah, we see that person quite a few times."
Oh my God.
He goes, "He's a pilot." We're like,
Oh.
"What?" He goes, "He's a pilot," because the whole area was built on a World War II airfield. So I don't know if you know of, oh God, what's it called? What's the RAF museum down in Hendon?
Okay.
So that whole of that area was an RAF base. So people
Hendon, mate. Hendon.
There you go.
Hendon.
See?
Wow.
Keith knows it all. But yeah, that was the first time of seeing something. But the first time of getting into something was Hellfire Caves.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. I've never been there. It's an awesome location.
It is, and now I keep on getting drawn back there. That's the problem. I'll even go there on my days off just to have a wander through.
Wow.
Just a one-to-one, Mark.
Yeah.
Is that a counselling session, or is it?
Yeah.
Oh, bless you. That sounds really cool.
But yeah, it's
Do you want to go
Hellfire
one
Caves
day?
is another place completely.
Yeah. So what is it about Hellfire Caves then?
I don't know. There's about 2 or 3 other people that I know of that just go there. It's like you're drawn to it. I'm lucky enough to know a couple of girls that work there. So if I get there at 9 and they don't open until 10, they will lock me in the caves. So they send me into the caves and lock the door, and off I go and just wander.
Wow.
It is lovely.
Mate.
But it's freaky because you can stop halfway down and you'll hit footsteps walk round you.
Cool.
And you think, now do I run back and get out or do I keep going? But I don't know what it is. Pete's been, no?
I have, yeah. It is pretty good. I did enjoy it, to be fair.
Oh, interesting.
So you need to go back, son. We're going to take a day off and we're going to go back during the day.
I'd love to. Karen there keeps on asking me to go back. So
I'll arrange it that she'll meet us there for 8:30, 9 o'clock, and we'll get locked in for the first hour, just the 2 of us, or 3
Oh, wow.
girls to come. And
I don't feel like the sound of that, mate, being locked in a dark tunnel with you.
That's brilliant.
if it was Keith, I'd be worried. But
So we've got a quick one here from Bobby then. Thanks for joining us. So back in the 60s in New York State on Seneca Lake, you heard footsteps coming up the stairs from the boathouse in the middle of the night. No one was there. That's cool.
Wow.
But they
Wow.
were there. You heard the footsteps.
that's the
You
thing.
just couldn't see them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, what about you then, Pete and Mel?
Um, well, I first got into it since I was a kid, really, because I was born in London, and we lived
Very
right on
nice.
the docks, and not literally on the docks. I wasn't a tramp. Didn't live in a. I was literally. Our house was like backed onto the river, and we we had experiences in where we used to live. Me and me brother, we was in the house by ourselves, and literally had a narrow passageway, and um, we kept on seeing shadows at the end of the passage. So we went to walk down there, and there was a little half moon table which a lamp used to stand on. We got halfway down the hallway, and the table behind us with a lamp flew across and hit the other side of the wall and smashed.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Did you
So
leg
we
it?
wasn't the only one who see it. One of my older brothers see the shadow figure in his bedroom and stuff. So yeah, that's what really got me interested in it. And then I forgot all about it. The older I got, I forgot about it and didn't really get into it. Really, I just carried on being a normal teenager. And then the older I got, the more curious I got.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's why we got into it. And
that's cool.
uh, possibly one of the best places I've been to, which I'd love to
Oh,
go back
no.
to, which
Keep on.
hopefully one day it'll open back up again, would be Drakelow Tunnels.
Yeah. Have you ever been there?
Oh, quite a few times.
Yeah, yeah.
Quite a few
It's
times.
it's brilliant, isn't it?
Oh
I
yeah.
think I've been there about 3 times. I was actually due to go there, and then obviously it got shut down. So
Yeah.
Such a
yeah,
shame.
it's a bugger. But
It
yeah,
was a great place.
I actually have an issue with tunnels and caves and enclosed spaces. And I was asked to
I
work
used to be like
for I was asked to work for a large events company as like a trial.
that.
It was there, Drake. And I was like, oh my god. I've admitted to her now that I had an issue with it, but yeah, we had an experience, let's say. But yeah. So, what about you, Mel?
So it was when I was also really young, and we went on this like brownies trip for the weekend, and we stayed in this really old house. I can't remember where it was or what it was, but we was all in like sort of like bunk beds in this room, and everyone else had gone to sleep, and I just could not sleep. I don't know why, but I just felt like something was kind of like, I don't know, around me or watching me, and I just sort of I just sat up, and I just saw some kind of like it was like a shadow figure sort of at the side of someone's bed, and that kind of, yeah, that was my probably first proper experience.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was weird.
So, how did you deal with that?
I was pretty freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say. And then when I met Pete, we obviously got into the sort of paranormal stuff. And at first we started, I was quite a scared sort of person, and I would literally jump at anything, like a shadow, at
Oh,
anything.
bless you.
So I'm quite new to it, but now I've started to get a lot more braver. Like I'll go in a room by myself now, and I love it.
Oh,
Oh.
that's cool though.
Yeah.
I never believed in it. This is the thing, and
Really?
things
Wow.
happened around me. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever. I just ignored it until something happened, and I couldn't ignore it anymore. And yeah,
Yeah.
but it's amazing, isn't it? It really is. So, got Gary Fields, hiya,
Hey.
Julie
Hello,
Nicholas,
Gary.
Rosie Pate,
Hey,
Justin
Gary.
Clifford, Beth Robinson, Gemma Louise, Mark Williams. Hi everyone.
Oh, yeah.
And
So,
we've got
have you
this
guys got a
tonight.
favourite location that you love to go to investigate? Like one special place?
We've actually got a few really. We've got a couple, which is quite local to us. We've got um, obviously Keith. One of his favourites is Rotham Tower.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Ruffin,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, wow.
Mark Dudley loves that place.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's coming back with us again when we go. But that's
Oh,
one of
okay.
Keith's favourite places, and I don't know why. What draws me back there every year, I have to book it. Harwich Readout Fall.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I just get drawn it every time.
interesting.
That's a good shout. I like that one.
Well, Harwich.
Yeah, the cells do my head in. I can't work that one out.
No.
Really?
Yeah,
Mm.
like, I don't know what it is. The cells just completely
Mm.
I can't go in that door unless I got someone with me.
Mm.
Oh wow.
Wow. Okay.
That is
Interesting.
see when you do get that feeling, when you actually get that feeling, oh, I don't want to. Is it like I've had one place that's done that to me where, like, I was going to go down the corridor and I felt fine at the bottom, totally felt fine, but I got up to the middle part, and for some reason my anxiety just went right through the ceiling, and I just didn't want to go down that corridor. If I had one of the guys for a practical joke left his bag there on purpose, so I would need to run down and grab it and come back. And I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
no. I was like, no, 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 no.
No.
Yeah, it's as I said, I don't know what it is with Harwich, but
Mm.
I just have to keep on going back there. It's just every time we go there, we just get
Lots
more and more. And you know when you get that addiction where you just want to go back and find out what it is or why
Yeah.
it's one of them sort of places where I just get drawn back into
of it. Yeah.
every
Yeah.
time.
I've got about 3 locations which I need to keep going back to.
Yeah.
Definitely. I
What
don't
are they?
know. One's down to 2 past life regressions. Robin Hood Legacy in Nottingham.
All right.
I've got a really freaky past life connected to that. Matlock Pavilion, where I had my first encounter, which scared the hell out of me. And Haunted Antiques.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're
It
back there in
changes every
November.
in November.
Yeah.
I'm there twice in July.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, booked it myself, one of them. So yeah, it's going to be interesting because it's always different every time we go.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
we went with Spectrum before Hazel and her
yeah,
team, Hazel Williams and her team. I think this time around we're going to try and keep it quite minimal
yeah,
because it is quite. If you've got someone in the next room, you can hear them, can't you? So it's
yeah,
we want to have a good investigation of that place. I mean, it was good when we was there, but I
yeah.
think it'd be even better with just a team doing it.
Was it expanded then?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's over the 2 buildings when you went.
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So I'm trying to get 8 to go at the moment, so just to keep it down.
yeah.
So
That's a good number, though.
yeah,
I mean, we try and we've been doing some public events, but towards the end of this year, we're going to do a few team ones, haven't we, Mark? So it's a bit
Gary Phil says he wants to come.
to.
Haunted Antiques.
Oh right, yeah,
He said it's calling. So Gary, I know you're listening, and I know you're going to text me in about 30 seconds. Get your ass there, basically.
and 8th of July, mate. If you want to go before then, let us know.
I like how you are both bidding to Gary Fields to come.
Yeah.
One's saying Monday, another saying 8th of July.
7th of July, Gary.
No, it's not Haunted Antiques. It wants Harwich. Yeah, 'cause it's hard to get Rotherham now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It gets booked up.
Only because they closed half of it, haven't they? Half the year.
Yeah, which is bad, isn't it? And then we're doing charity events, try and make money, and yet they're not taking income from ghost hunting, paranormal.
Yeah, I had a message the other day from someone asking me about it. They said they're.
Is that true, Mark?
What's there is
Boom.
Only when he's in the room.
Yeah.
Gary
No,
goes
no, why you want me to go
the
help like
other.
over you, Mark? You're trying to go by yourself.
No, just frighten Gary.
Yeah, I get you on that, because first time I met Gary, he really freaked me out. It wasn't Warwick Castle, it was Gary.
I see what you're saying.
Gary's got a way of working.
Yeah.
Linking his
tell me
team with
about
my team, and like, oh my gosh. I don't know what happened that night, but I have got 26 minutes of this footage of me walking in a room speaking to all the spirits in there. Like, what?
Oh yeah, I
I don't know
think
how
you've
he
done it.
does it.
He's done something to you, isn't he? And Katie as well.
Oh yeah, Katie face planted the floor with Gary.
Oh yeah.
Sitting down.
Oh, she did. We was at the old Nick
Yeah.
in Gainsborough, and Gary does his thing, and Katie just started just just reeling off loads of this stuff, and all of a sudden she went, "I don't feel too good," and just face planted the floor.
Did you notice that we all sat there and
Yeah.
looked at her?
She is.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Lee.
Oh,
Watch
Lee.
that step. Oh, I can't get in.
Really?
That's it. Yeah. Watch that step. Hi, Lee.
Oh, brilliant.
Dad wants to put it on you being framed and getting it for £200.
Oh, it's definitely. Oh, it's definitely
Yay. Yeah,
No,
but
he's good at what he does, old Gary.
I love the way that Gary works.
Oh,
totally totally unique.
Oh, yeah.
I've never met a medium who works the same as Gary. And
He's been to quite a few of ours. And the last one he come to, we had some guests there, and their mind was just blown. It was just, they was like, "How's he doing that? How does he do that?" I was like, "I don't know. How does he do that?"
It's amazing. Like,
Mr.
I think if
Bevan.
nobody had any, didn't have any sort of mediumistic skills or anything, I think with
Yeah.
Gary, they'd still be talking to somebody, wouldn't they?
Oh,
Still
yeah.
pick up on a spirit, and it's mad. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Though.
Gary
He's good
lives
the
on
way he
another
works.
planet.
So that's it for the Gary Fields fan club.
Yep.
So what about Paracon then? So Pete, who are you? How long you been together?
I am. We formed a group. We was with another team, and we got on so well. Mark wasn't in the picture. Mark was at the picture. But we worked in another team, and we got on so well, and we decided to go alone and make our own team up.
That's cool.
So we did. It's been going for 3 years this year. 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, definitely 2 years.
Oh, it's just flown.
I've
2
lost count.
years.
It's gone so far.
Oh, 3 years. See,
3 years.
3
So
years.
you had about a year before lockdown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we was doing events before that. Yeah. So so we formed and we started doing our own events, and we've just been going stronger and stronger every time. I mean, we do a lot of team sharing events.
Yeah, noticed that.
Because I'm not being horrible towards public, but we find it better with teams, because when you're working with teams, you can give them a location or a part of a building and say, "That's yours."
Yeah.
So, and you haven't got to look after them. You just let them go, do what they want. When you got public there, you have to look after them, and
yeah, no.
you're not. You're not enjoying your investigation yourself because you're looking after someone else.
That's it. You don't. You are purely working. You're in the location, and you have to do things which you don't want to do, like table tipping and things like that, just so that get all like the kit out, what flashes, so that they can see what's happening.
Yeah.
I was never a fan of public events. I don't. When it comes to investigations, I was with a team that wanted to get into public events, and I was just not for it, because I was the same as yourself, Pete. I would rather go with teams, because then they know they're going to be fine. With public, you're going to be liable for whatever happens.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want that on my head or my conscience. So I was totally, I'll just do private investigations. That'll do me.
Yeah. I mean, because when you have public, you have to state that please don't wander off, don't walk off by yourself. Because not only that, because you're paying insurance as well. The last thing you want is someone falling down a step and saying, "Well, there was no one with me. They let me walk off," and it's one of them.
That's right.
So it's like that. It becomes. How can I say it? So instead of doing your public events where you class it as a ghost hunt,
yeah.
if you do it with teams, it becomes a research.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can push the limits of it. Like,
yeah.
A public ghost hunt has to be quite safe.
Yes.
You can't let spirit get too close, basically. Whereas if you're, on a private, then come and get me, basically, and see what happens.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah.
Plus, it's very bonding.
We'll do a certain amount of public events in a year, because it's nice meeting new people and so. But we try and sway to quite a few of our events, which are team sharing and stuff.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
Plus, as well, you're bonding with other teams as well, Pete. So you're meeting other different
Oh,
teams, and you're
we've
bonding,
met
and
some
you're sharing ideas
fantastic
and things
people.
like that.
So many people.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the
we
whole
do.
idea. You learn things from other teams.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I mean, we've worked a lot with Wednesbury, with the Wednesbury guys and Russ.
Oh, they're
and,
lovely. Yeah,
Um,
Russ is watching.
we've
Yeah.
worked with them for quite a bit, and Jen, who was Willow's Paranormal at the time.
Oh, I think I've met Willows, yeah.
Yeah,
I think, yeah.
so
Ages ago.
we done a lot of events with them as well, and then we went to. It was strange because I was talking about it. Then we went to Shepton Mallet where Mark was,
Oh yeah.
and he's part of Barry's team as well. And then
Oh,
we
okay.
he just somehow wangled his way into the team. I don't know how he managed that one.
That's brilliant.
I think I was forced into it, Pete.
But yeah, no. So we've as I said, we started off with just us lot, and then we picked up a good team member on the way, which is Mark.
That's good.
But now we're trying to get rid of him, and we can't. So
Tough. It's stuck now, son.
just
Imagine that.
attach a sign to his back for sale, free to good home.
see that bid on Haunted Antiques. I'm taking bids on Mark now. Can I hear a pound?
No way.
No way. I won't get that
That's
much.
cool.
Definitely won't get that much.
So do you all sort of have different responsibilities in the team? Do you sort of, is one person into the gadgets or the tech or whatever?
Go on, Mark.
I think we're all. Keith and Stephen were into their cameras, recording
okay.
and whatever, and I think me, Pete, are into the gadgets and
Yeah, Keith agrees. Yeah.
kit. Yeah,
Likes his camera.
and Mel just helps out where she can, and I think she's getting involved in the tech side of things now. From what I've
Yeah,
seen,
starting to.
she goes and places things. She's coming out of her shell.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Brilliant to
Yeah.
see.
But you do change though from when you start,
Mm.
and what you want actually changes as well.
Yeah.
Because when you first go to one, it's like, oh, you get a flashing light. Wow. Oh, give me something more than that, mate.
Yeah, that's it. A flashing light's just not doing it for me lately. It's just like
Yeah, it's just like, no, mate, like full-blown conversation.
When it interacts, you ask a question, yes or no, and then it starts flashing. Then you think, this is worth it.
This is
Yeah.
better. Yeah, you're chatting to me. Oh, my God, Wes. From Canada.
I
Wes
Wes.
is not dead. Yeah, that follows on from the last show I did with Barry Frankish, where somebody's pretty nasty and said Barry had died, but he's alive, yay.
Oh,
So we did a show about it just to show up the Muppet, really, who posted it.
Definitely.
We got hi to Ben Winfield as well,
hi Ben.
our favourite
Hi,
demonologist. Yay. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, so it's
Well,
so me and as I said, Mark said we're basically into our gadgets really.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Yeah, way too much. And way too much money.
that's a bit weird. Oh, yeah. Money, yeah.
But
Terrible.
it's good. I mean, Steve's not here this evening. He's a good part of the team as well. He's pretty skeptic as well. So I think it gives that good balance when you've got a good skeptic in the team.
See, that's what you definitely need. You see, that's why I think like at least every team should have one, because then what people are seeing that is fanatic paranormal is you're seeing it for somebody that does the paranormal, and you're seeing it for somebody that doesn't believe in paranormal. So it's quite good to have that balance, because sometimes you could even stun them by something happening, and they're trying to debunk it in their head, but as many times as they can't. So it's good. It's quite good.
Yeah, I mean, there's been Jack. There's been a few times where Steve can't explain something where he's heard a
Something.
DVP, or
Mm.
he's
Oh wow, cool.
or he's caught something. Well, like straight as I said, he's into his cameras and his photography and stuff.
Mm.
And when he does catch something, it's great when he does catch it.
Yeah.
But when he does, he's like a little excited puppy.
Yeah,
He's
he
just
is.
like,
He loves it.
Bless
If
him.
it keeps like that as well, though. If he finds something or
about
sees
the,
something, he will jump and run with it.
Mm.
That sounds like Barry Guy as well. Like him, and he had got an EVP, and he's like bouncing around with it. It's like, okay, what are we going to do for the hour? You know, he's still bouncing about this EVP he got. But yeah. Oh, so you like Gary liked the Park Hotel.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
So many went there. And, yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted to do that one.
Oh, that was brilliant. That was a good
Yeah.
night.
That
Yeah.
was.
So many cool people went. And it's like, oh no, I want to go, but yeah,
I
I have a job
was.
to have.
I'd like to go back there. It's a
I
brilliant
wanna go
place.
back there.
Yeah,
Russ,
there's
if
so
you're
many.
watching,
Sorry.
Russ, if you're watching,
Yes.
sort it out.
Mm.
Yeah, Ross, let me know, please.
Keith wants to go. He's got his hand up.
I need to sort out doggy daycare somehow. But yeah, we'll find somewhere for him to go.
So either that or he needs to go to the toilet.
Tell them about the EVP from Mute Hall, mate. Hey,
Yes, mate.
tell them about the DVP from Mute Hall.
Oh, for oh, yeah. The child's voice.
Yeah,
Is that,
so what
you're right,
happened?
Mark.
He just touched me. I don't know what it was.
Oh, wow. Popular. That's cool.
Yeah. So we was. I don't know if any of you guys have done Moot Hall. It's
No, not yet.
No.
it's it was a weird one. It was a weird one.
Yeah.
Keith and the guys were downstairs. We was upstairs in a different team. And Keith caught they heard a DVP
Mm.
of a
Wow.
child's voice. But yeah, they caught it on camera on our voice recorder.
Safe journey.
But yeah, that was a great place as well, Moot Hall. So if you get a chance to go there, I would. It's small,
Yeah,
not very
small.
big,
You
but
don't need lots
it's
of
good.
people.
Oh,
Did you meet the
brilliant.
witch?
The witch?
Yeah.
No. No. But there was something. There was like a double bed upstairs, wasn't there, in the corner?
Yeah.
And we stuck a REM pod on it, and there was like shadows seen by the bed,
Mm.
and at the same time the
Cool.
REM pod was going off.
Yeah. And we heard like this like heavy breathing or like snoring when it was me and Keith's team, weren't we?
Yeah, that might have been Steve
Oh, could it?
sleeping in the corner.
No, I think Steve was in your
Hey,
Go on, mate.
Sorry?
Sorry?
Just after we heard that voice,
Mm.
do you remember we heard a step coming downstairs? So I went and said, no, you just keep wait us for a little bit. And I opened the door and there's no one there, do you remember?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Mm.
yeah, because Keith was downstairs and we was upstairs, and so obviously Keith's heard footsteps coming down the stairs.
Mm.
So he's come out the door, but as he's coming out the door, I was coming down the stairs because I was sitting at the top of the stairs and I heard someone coming up the stairs. It was strange. So he heard
Oh.
someone coming down the stairs, and I also heard someone coming up the stairs
Oh,
at the same
God.
time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's strange.
That's weird. Definitely.
That's
But
right.
I kind of find that, you know, if you're in a room and you hear a sound,
Yeah,
I'd hear it in one direction, someone say, oh, it was the other direction. Do you get
yeah.
that as well?
Yeah, we
Oh,
get that
yeah, yeah.
sometimes.
You
It's
said they
weird.
had to come from there, and they're like, no,
No,
they come
no,
from
it comes
there.
No, it came from there. It's like, yeah, I don't, it's over there. Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah.
I have no idea why that happens.
Mm, it's really weird.
Oh, there's too many ups and downs for Wes.
Oh.
Oh, never.
So if
So-
you had to have a country where you guys went to explore, like one place abroad that you would love to go to investigate, where would it be?
Right.
Obviously, Keith's just come back from France. He wants to go to catacombs.
Oh my god!
Did you get that?
Oh, I would love to hear the stories about the
Did you get
catacombs.
to the
I would love to go.
catacombs? It needs
It
to
was
turn the
closed.
sound up.
It was closed.
Oh
Oh!
no! Oh no!
You go
Yeah, it
on
was
it.
closed. But I wouldn't say going abroad. Apart from doing the catacombs, I wouldn't go abroad. There is a couple of places I'd like to visit Scotland.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
and also Ireland.
Which part
Oh,
specifically?
what we've
Any?
wanted before, Mark.
I want to go. I'm coming with you. When are we
Oh,
going?
okay.
Ireland.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know what part. And that I'll have to
Yeah.
research. But
Hmm.
Mickey York he's been Ireland, and he said it was good.
Yeah. Interesting.
So yeah, because we work with Mickey York sometimes as well. So,
Right. Yeah.
but I'd like to go to Scotland. He visited a few places in Scotland and Ireland, and yeah, definitely like to go to Scotland.
Well,
Yeah.
I could send you some places in Scotland that's worth
Oh, yeah,
checking
that'd be
out.
great. That'd be great.
Not a problem.
I know.
Oh.
Me and Wes were supposed to go to Edinburgh, and we're going to meet up with Colin Connor as well,
All right.
and someone else. And yeah, that was COVID-19 stopped us. We're just about to get there because it's just approaching Easter, and then it just went wrong. So yeah.
Oh,
So there's a
yeah.
few times me and Wes have been supposed to meet up, and it's just gone a bit wrong one way or another. But I'm
If
sure
Wes,
one day.
if Wes has come to Scotland, he's not leaving. I'll marry him myself. Just to keep
There you go, mate.
There you go, Wes.
Yeah, let us know if you come to Derby Jail, Wes. So that's not far from me. But yeah. I know Wes wanted to go to Derby Jail at one stage. But yeah. So
What about you, Mark?
What? I don't know. There's too many places that. There's a lot in America, isn't there, that look
Yeah.
really good. But
Yeah,
if they're just
definitely.
hyped for TV, are they really that good?
Wes
See,
knows
that-
some good ones in the US. I'd like to go to the Queen Mary in the US.
See that I asked. Oh God, I can't think of his name at the moment. It's gone out of my head. Like the next time he does the Queen Mary, can you tell me and I'll fly over and do it
Was
with.
that Rob?
No,
Guy called Rob? No.
Chris Fleming.
Oh, okay.
He was going to do
Oh.
it, and I said to him, "If you get a date, can you let me know through Barry, and I'll try and fly over to do it." Because it's just been one of them things where you just would love to do. It's
Yeah,
iconic.
definitely. Yeah. My dad worked on it.
Really?
He worked in the engine rooms, yeah.
Wow.
So I know, but like by the time I realised I was into paranormal and really wanted to ask him about it, it got a dementia. So yeah,
Oh,
I didn't get any
no.
information. But yeah,
So
as
you
a
have
kid,
to go and visit then.
oh god, yeah. I wanted to take mum and dad there. It was always the intention, but you never had any money, you know. So I just wanted to take them there. But yeah. But it's closed at the moment, but they are reopening it. They've got somebody else taking it over, so that's all good news. Because at one stage, you just didn't think they'd be able to continue with it
Yeah.
because it needed so much money spending on it. But yeah,
Well, surely they must get the traffic through them doors.
it just needs so much work doing on it. It's in a bit of a state, and they're even wondering about sinking it, I think, at one stage.
Wow.
But,
Wow.
but they have got somebody in, and they are sorting it out now, which is great. The outside the park area around it's open now. People can visit that, and Queen Mary is going to be open very soon. So, yeah, that's so cool.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, it's one place I do want to go to. That's why I kind of follow it because I'm so like intrigued by it. So Wes Coleman says Alcatraz, Ohio State Reformatory, and Gettysburg. Everyone wants to go to Gettysburg.
I've been to Alcatraz, but not
Have
doing
you? My God.
I just had a walk round, and the back part of Alcatraz, like the just outside where the recreation area is, when you walk around the back of that, it's the most eeriest feeling you'll ever have.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's a great thing to visit. But again, paranormal investigations love to do that.
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If you're empathic, though, you must pick up so much from it. Do you pick up on things? So start with Pete.
I never used to. I used to just
Yeah.
like close myself off, really. But
Yeah.
the longer I've been doing it, the more I seem to pick up on stuff.
That's cool. Yeah.
It's I don't know whether a lot of people probably do it as well. I wouldn't say it's just because I'm a medium, which I'm not. I'm not going to claim I'm a medium because I'm definitely not one of them. I'm not that skilled. But
Yeah.
I do sometimes open myself right up. As I've spoken to Gary quite a lot, and he's taught me how to open myself up and so on and so forth. But there is some things I do pick up on, which is quite interesting, which sometimes shocks me. Like when we went to the Park Hotel,
Oh yeah.
we was in up on the second floor, and we was walking up there with Justin. Fuck, I can't remember his
Phantom.
name. Sorry,
Phantom.
yeah,
Phantom. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
and
cool.
he's obviously been there before, and he was going like, if you, like you getting anything, and I was like, yeah. I said, this corridor. I don't know why someone's walking up and down this corridor, like up and down the hallway. I said, there's just a person just walking up and down the hallway, and then I said something about up the by one of the rooms, which we don't never look into history of anywhere we go, never.
I don't.
We never
No.
do.
No, neither.
If someone goes to us, do you want to know the history? No, I don't. I don't want to know. So it's the first time we've been there. I never knew nothing about it. And on that evening, we set up the EMF rope light and along this corridor, and it was just we was asking to if you're able to walk along the corridor, and the EMF light was just going up and down.
Oh, I love it. I love those.
It was it was crazy, and then
really
I
good.
didn't know, but apparently room 7 something happened in this room, which is
Wow.
So
Oh, wow.
it's some stuff that I do pick up on, some stuff I go in and I don't get nothing, but other people
that's
pick
it.
up on stuff. So
Yeah. So what about you then, Mel? Do you pick up?
Yeah, I don't really get feelings of things as such. But as I've been doing it more and more, I've become more sensitive to things. Like I hear certain things. Like I'll hear voices, that kind of thing. But not. I wouldn't say that. Yeah, I feel anything or like a medium or anything at all.
But that's good hearing voices.
Yeah,
That's a skill a lot of us don't have.
yeah. So I've had that a few times. Not loads of times, obviously, but a few times.
Yeah, but I think I've heard a voice once. That was in my house.
Yeah.
It said my name and it wasn't a family member.
Yeah.
That was nice. just got from a location, just went to the bathroom, and then I heard some shout Jackie. Well, my family said Jacqueline. Oh shit, let's go to bed.
I mean, I think throughout the team, I mean, we've all heard DVPs like
And then
me,
we get
Mel,
all
That's
Pete,
brilliant.
Steve. Even Steve is a skeptic who's heard it.
Oh,
Mark,
fantastic.
Yeah. I think
What
the
about-
energy as well, isn't it, the team sometimes?
yeah, I mean,
helps.
we get on so well. We have, and when we go and do an investigation, it's not all serious. We like to have a bit of a laugh and a giggle as well, which builds up a bit of energy and a bit. Oh, we do. We have a not on Mike's. It's probably on Steve's.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do have a laugh and a giggle. It makes the evening. You know, you're not all serious all the time. And
Yeah, that's it.
The thing is, you got to know when to shut up and when to be serious and when not to be serious.
Yeah,
And I think
definitely.
that's where everybody knows how to read each other, and it does become serious, and then it just like you flick a switch on the wall, and everyone just starts laughing and joking around.
Oh, yeah. It is good because I sort of run events, but only for there's about 35 people in the group, so I've booked like locations and like invite people, and Gary Fields is in there, and he's been on one, and other people within the community. It's been great, and it's just to have a laugh with like-minded people.
yeah,
And then so much happens as well
You
when
can't
you're
have
all
a
up
laugh,
for
Gary.
it, and it's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
it is. I
can't-
mean, as you say, it's great to go out and meet people. It's brilliant, and
You just got to be choosy, really, as well, haven't you? It
Yeah.
can be weird in the paranormal community.
yeah.
See, that's why I can't talk to normal people anymore. Like, have normal conversations. I forget what they're like.
Yeah. Right, how many conversations I've had? Right, you just got to go with this. This is really what happened. you know, and you're trying to explain what happened. It's like, just go with it. This, you know, gosh, it's amazing. So we've got a nice story from Wes then. So being Canadian, what location would you recommend I visit the most? I spent time in Cornwall and enjoyed Alistair Crowley's cottage. Wow, my favourite UK location to date, but nothing in the Midlands or the North.
Midlands, I'd say. I've never done it until next month. We go next month, but I've heard so much from Russ and Jono and Andy Moore about Smethwick Baths.
Smethwick, my
Yes.
gosh, yeah.
We're there next month, and I'm
I
so
wanna
looking forward.
go.
I think Mark's been there before with Barry.
No, I went with Russ.
Oh, you
I
went with
went
Russ?
with Russ, yeah. I went with Keep, I think. Yes.
Yeah,
I went with those, yeah.
with those.
Yes. But Russ was there, I think, yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
so
that
I'm
was
looking forward to that. So
yeah,
I would,
and
for what I've heard, I would recommend Smethwick. Also, the Park Hotel. I would seriously recommend that to anyone.
yeah,
That's a new
I
one.
want to go
sounds
there.
cool.
Good. Yeah. What about the old Nick as well?
Old Nick in Gainsborough.
That's kind of
I need
One of
to
my
go to
favourites.
that one.
That place is strange,
One of my
so
favourites.
strange.
really strange, but really good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Thanks.
So we've got Jeanette here. Heard my name a few times and twice had someone talk to me. I heard it like I would with a person talking to me.
Mm,
Oh, that's so cool.
yeah.
Possibly a family member, is it?
Could be.
I wonder.
Ask.
Yeah, that's right. Ask next time.
Yeah.
See if
Yeah.
you can get a name.
We get it a lot. I mean, we get it a lot. Oh, if I hear this, what should I do? Well,
Oh, brilliant,
then
Chris.
ask out. I mean, it
questions.
could be someone who's just trying to grab your attention. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't know, do you?
nah.
So
Yeah.
talking about Steve being the skeptic, what's the best experience he's had that he's not been able to debunk and is still trying to debunk?
I would say
Hitchin, the school.
Hitchin School.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Hitchin
good
School.
They
place.
actually had kids laughing, but obviously
Yeah, we literally
kids
got
there.
there. We wasn't even unpacked or anything, and we was literally just talking in the hall. And Steve heard some kids. A few of us heard it, but he had like children behind him, like giggling and laughing and that, and he was just like, "What was that?" It was like
So
just
funny.
like just, and he was like, "No, I don't know what it was." It was like Steve just, and he just he still goes on to this day. I'm sure I heard it, but I'm not sure. And he's one of them. Well, I heard it, but I'm not sure I heard it. Was it just someone outside? And he's just
Oh,
like,
wow. Yeah.
yeah, one of them ones. And,
Yeah.
and
It wasn't
also
outside.
Tudor World. Not this
Oh,
time
yeah, I'd
round.
like to go there.
When we went before, he took pictures up the old. Have you go down? Have you been there before? Have you got-
No.
No.
No, right. Downstairs is like an old cobble street, goes up a set of stairs.
Oh.
He was standing at the end and he was taking pictures of the set of stairs. And there's like he had a full spectrum camera and there was like a figure peeking out of what they call a cell, which is
Oh,
underneath
wow.
the stairs.
Wow.
You can see like a female with hair and he's always going on about that, and we can't. Even when we went a couple of weeks ago, we was there again taking pictures to try and debunk in case
Yeah.
it was but that's something that he can't explain either. So
It's great that you sort of try and debunk to the nth degree. Like, I've got a photo at Warwick Castle, and like, I need to go there again, really, just to check to see if the bookcase is behind glass or not. And I don't think it is, but yeah. But you do, you know, you get your photos when you get home and think, oh God, no, I need to check this out.
Well, I think that's where you have a good team where you can send the photos like on the team page, and everybody rips it to bits.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Could it be
it.
this? Could it be that? Could it be? 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 And eventually you come up with no, it can't be. So it must be real. Or no, that's the reflection of the chair in the background with just a little bit of light on it.
That's it. Yeah, it is brilliant because, you know, you see a lot of the paranormal pages and they've got photos. It's like, yeah, right, okay.
Yeah.
But when you're seriously into it and you do get something special, it's like, well,
Yeah.
you know, you've taken it through the paces. You've tried to dissect it, and you can't see anything. You like
Mm.
someone else to try, you know, just to
Yeah,
find a
because
reason
we
for
stick a
it.
lot of our pictures up on our group chat, don't we, Mark? And it's
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
as I say, we always say it could be this, it could be that, possibly this, and then we come to an agreement. It's like, yeah, you're right, it could be this. So it's
Yeah.
we don't just take a picture, and go, yeah, that's it, this it. But no, we
Yay!
always
Yeah.
yeah.
You look at last weekend. The
Last
picture
weekend,
of, well, the other weekend at the where were we?
Tudor World.
Tudor World. That's it. The mirror picture.
Yeah,
We stood there for like 10, 15 minutes
just
while
taking
doing
pictures.
an investigation, trying to work out is it or isn't it.
Yeah.
But then we found out it wasn't.
Oh,
Oh,
disappointing. But that's what you do, though. It's the thrill of the chase, isn't it? You know, the
Oh,
excitement, thinking you've got something, and then oh god, no. But yeah, it's just brilliant. You don't know what you're going to get. And,
Well, that's what you're there for, really, is you try and
oh
get
my god,
answers. And
yeah.
if you debunk it, then you found an answer for something, didn't you? Really, it's not paranormal.
If it was an answer every time or a good picture every time, you'd just get bored.
I know,
That's true,
exactly.
yeah.
And I
Yeah,
think
that's right.
I think more people are reluctant to put pictures up because you really do get the ones that just take it too far, and then it starts to be a nice conversation, and the nice conversation starts to get a wee bit heated, and then personal insults come on, and
Oh,
before you
yeah.
know it, it's just like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh, yeah.
wow,
It just depends which page you put it on, though.
yeah.
Which, yeah. But yeah. So I've got Jeanette then about the voices. Nobody know what the investigation was. In fact, with a team, a little boy and other in the garden telling someone to get out of there. I said to myself, I'm hearing things, so we repeated it.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice one.
Good. I always see, as I said, we get this a lot when people go, "Oh, but I'm hearing voice." As I said, it's even if you haven't got any equipment, get your phone out. You've got a voice recorder on your
that's
phone,
right.
and then just ask a few questions on your phone while you're recording it and play it back.
That's it, because so many people go, oh no, switch your phone off, keep it away. But you've got a camera, you've got a voice recorder.
Yeah.
You know, and as long, obviously you've got to be careful with Wi-Fi, stuff like that. But
Just stick it in airplane mode and you can still use it. I mean, it's just,
exactly. You know how a K2 works when it's close.
yeah.
It goes to the middle, goes down again. Oh, and it goes back. You know, if it keeps going to red and your phone's quite away from it and it does it on demand, it ain't the phone causing it. As long as you check the electrics out as well.
I was going to say, Wi-Fi is running through the floor.
Well, yeah, you check the obvious out, don't you?
Oh,
But,
yeah.
Yeah. You do your
There was
checks first, don't you?
There was where was we? Can't remember. There was something in Rotham Tower.
Okay.
This was weird. We was in one of the Nissan huts, and I don't know why. I just got drawn to sit at the end of the hut, and I went down. I sat on this chair, and all the guys were going, "Are you all right, Pete?" You guys were like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Just when I wander off and I sit there, that's when I'm just start getting stuff coming. And I just sat there and I said to the guys, I said to Keith and that, I said, just ask something about out in the field and stuff. And he goes, what about the field, mate? And I was like, an aeroplane or something, it's crashed in the field. There's someone walking about outside. And it just started coming through. What was it through? It was through the, can't remember what we was using. Yeah, we had the REM pod going.
Oh, that's cool.
But we had a spirit box going as well. And it was who was there? Wayne Seedon was there.
Oh, yeah.
And he was blown as well because he started going on about a bomber, and I said to him like, ask about the bomber and so on and so forth. And I think it's one of the teams that says, can you just confirm how many crew members was in a bomber? And we didn't know, but he came from the spirit box 10. We didn't know that Wayne was sitting there looking on his phone to find out how many crew. And he was like, Wayne was just like, you won't believe it. He was like, what? And he was like, there is 10 crew members to this bomber. And we
Wow.
was like,
Oh
oh,
wow.
right.
Yeah.
It was mental.
Yeah. It's brilliant when you get that validation. That's another thing about having a phone around, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because
That is definitely.
I was doing something at Haunted Antiques and it's a live feed and we're using a board. We've got people watching and we got a spirit through who we think was lying through his teeth. So they were asking questions from, who were watching, going, right, can you ask the spirit this question? Like his wife's name or something like that.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
obviously he'd know, but yeah, he's just
Oh,
lying.
Yeah.
But, it's funny.
Yeah, we've had people like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think so many have investigated and spoke to that specific spirit who is the actual, that someone else, a spirit in the room's heard it and they're just like, yeah.
Yeah.
You can just imagine the spirit taking notes, right? I'll say that the next time. That's the best answer I
Yeah. Hang on.
can.
I don't kind of expect a live stream, do they, where people are actually Googling it? Going, no, you're wrong, mate.
We have a laugh and we have a joke.
Yeah.
So why can't a spirit have a laugh and have a joke with us?
Exactly.
That's right. Hey,
I
Neil.
think
Thanks, Neil.
I think the best spirit laugh I
We're
ever
in.
had was when I was asking. Obviously, I always introduce myself, right, because I think it's a nice thing to do, especially when you're out paranormal investigating. So I'll always start by saying, "Hi, my name's Lois. I'm a paranormal investigator researcher," and I'll always say, "What's your name?" And this spirit kept coming through and saying Lois, and I was like, "No, that's my name. What's your name?" And it was Lois, and I'm like, "No, that's my name. What's your name?" And the spirit was going backwards and forwards for 5 minutes, kept saying Lois, and I was like, "No."
Oh man.
Yeah. So ask Kate.
Guys,
Kate's got a few stories about Old Rotham.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, guys, we lost communication again, so we pulled over in a car park,
Oh, bless
Um,
you.
and as luck would have it, there's a McDonald's next door, so we had to have a cheeky bag of chips and a Coke. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can talk for a while now, and we seem to have
Oh, that's
good comms
brilliant.
now. So yeah, so I'm so sorry about that, everyone earlier, but
Oh, it's fine.
we had a
yeah.
flight delay.
It happens.
Oh my God, there's people fighting in Charles de Gaulle Airport departure lounge today.
Yes.
It was
No
bad.
way.
Yeah. It was
It
awful.
strikes everywhere.
But
It's
we're home now.
carnage, isn't it? Glad you made it, because,
Yeah,
sounds
there must
horrendous.
have been 500 plus people, and there was 2 gates open, and they just were going as slow as they could. And people were getting frustrated because some guy said, my flight's now. I need to get through here now, and they said, no, you got to wait. So it was awful.
my God.
And our flight was late. Our flight was delayed to an hour and 15, I think, because they were waiting for everyone to get through.
Oh, my gosh.
They said they're not going to go off without them. So that was nice, I suppose.
Yeah, because I know
Anyway,
somebody
sorry,
who's
that's not what I mean to
delayed
talk
like
about.
that, and then they put the flight back because it missed the slot for ages. So it's just mad,
Oh,
isn't it, at
right.
the moment?
Oh, no, we were lucky.
You got out,
we were
yeah.
lucky. As soon as the last person got on, we were off. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So what about Ruffin then, Keith?
Well, as Peter has alluded to many times, it is one of my favourite locations. Every time we go to Ruffin, we seem to get more and more. You know what I mean? It's really interesting. But when I say more and more, we get more and more information, which can later be validated.
That's cool.
We've had communication with an airman and his girlfriend, and they were telling us about. I think she was 19, wasn't she? He was about 25, and
Yeah.
they were just telling us all this story. And it was a really sad story. It's a very sad story, but it got validated. We validated it, and we've had. I think I just picked up on Pete when we were talking about the B-17 crew, because we said how many people through a B-17. It said 10, clear as day, 10,
Yeah.
and we didn't know. People could argue the fact the B-17 pictures all over the place, but we don't really
Well,
try
I
and
wouldn't
do
know.
that. We don't
Yeah.
research stuff. Not when we first go, anyway. But and yeah, so that was validated. As I said, I don't know if Pete mentioned this, and I said, "You guys, you're all so brave. We really, really, really appreciate what you did." And there must have been about 3 or 4 balls went off at once. A REM pod went off, and did you tell them about that, Pete? When it all went off at once?
No, mate, no, I didn't know.
Yeah, which was really, really interesting. Wayne, the guy Wayne who was with us, and Mark,
Yeah.
they said we've never ever had activity like this in this part of the building because we were in one of the Nissa nuts, you see.
That's brilliant.
We put one of the guests smoked, and they gave us a cigarette, and we put I had some American money, and
So,
we put a
you got that
cigarette.
name
Oh.
too.
Peeps
Oh
put
my
some beer
god.
down. Do you remember that?
You got that name too.
Do you remember
Yeah,
that?
Keith, can you see the comment?
Can you see the comment?
Oh,
The
wow.
Sarah,
No,
What's the
what,
name
mate?
that we were talking about
Yeah.
just now?
Read the comment.
I got the name Sarah at Rougham.
can't
She
read
was
it.
the wife.
Yeah.
I got the name of Sarah at Rougham. She was the wife of an airman. Later, another of the team
Yeah.
found a picture of Sarah and her husband.
There you go. We didn't even know that.
Wow.
Oh my
No,
god.
we didn't know that. Oh God! So the picture was at
Wow.
Rougham. They got the picture. Oh my God, that's amazing. That's incredible.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
brilliant.
See,
Yeah.
this is why I love
Yeah.
doing these shows
That's
when you
what-
can connect something up. It's
Yeah.
really, really good.
Yes, yes, yes.
Wow.
That's
I
the
was
names
saying
we had
that,
come
that's
through
why
the
I love it
spirit
as well.
bowl.
God.
Yeah, the photo was at Rougham.
Yes,
So yeah.
and we've got that on video. That session.
Oh, fantastic.
One of the things we've got Steve in the group, who's a complete skeptic. We don't mind that at all. He's had things happen to him that he can't explain. But have you told the guys about Hitchens School Museum, Pete?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kids, yeah.
When
Yeah.
we're in the headmaster's office. Have you told
Oh,
about in the
no.
headmaster's office?
No.
No.
Okay, so Steve went into the headmaster's office with a spirit board. He put it on the dining room table, and there was a letter under it, but he just put it on top of it. He didn't bother looking at this letter, and we were communicating on this board, and it came out with a name, and then it kept repeating some letters that we didn't understand, and we kept saying, "Oh, we're really sorry, we don't understand." And then it came out with a name, which we said, "I've no idea what that is." So we said goodbye, and Steve very quickly got onto Dr. Google. Basically, that was a town in Wales. This name had come through. Never heard of it.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Anyway, cut a long story short, we lifted the spirit board up. And we've got this on tape, Mel, haven't we?
Yeah.
We lifted the spirit board up, and lo and behold, there was a letter addressed to this name that come on the spirit board and place where we worked, which was the name we didn't understand
Oh my
on a
God.
letter.
Oh my god.
It was really
And that,
weird.
yeah, and we said no one's going to believe this, but I can do it. Nobody knew what was on that,
Wow.
and that's just it. Remember that, Mel?
Yeah, I do.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I remember that. That's so strange.
Yes.
That's the thing about paranormal, isn't it?
You can't
It's so
explain it.
cool stories, and
Mm.
there's so
Yeah.
many amazing
Yeah.
ones about. But it's like the people know who were there at the time,
Yeah.
and it's whether you believe the storyteller, and you
Mm.
kind of know who you believe,
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah.
And it's just brilliant.
Yeah.
And evidence like that really is.
I know.
That's
I
cool.
don't
I've
know
got a
about
comment here
half
from
myself.
Andy.
I can't hear you.
Andy as well was in the canteen at Rougham, and she spelled her name after he heard it. So that's Sarah.
Wow. Yeah, so we picked up the Sarah. It was in the top of the tower.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
We picked up the husband. It was strange because we picked up the husband in the Nissan hut.
Yeah.
He come through the spirit board. And then we moved to the top of the tower. And then he come through the spirit board as well as what she did.
Mm.
Oh,
And then they
wow.
was just telling us
Story,
through the spirit
yeah.
world, they was just telling us their story of why they was still there and connected by their baby and stuff. It was amazing, mind blowing. Yeah,
Wow.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So, what's your scariest encounter then? How long you got, Keith? Will you soon be off?
Me?
Yeah.
Me? No, I'm all as long as you'll put up with me.
All right. Okay. Thanks for this. Anyway,
Scariest?
cool.
Well, I think 3 years is long enough.
Funny.
Scariest? I've always, if something happens, I remember we were with another group, we were at Langard, and one of the doors absolutely slammed. It was so loud, and I picked something up actually, audio and video rather, when I went in there, but all these people were screaming and running away. I was going up towards it. And because it wasn't my group and I was just a guest, this guy followed me. He said, no, you can't do that, you can't do that. But recently, and only very recently, I seem to be getting more and more, not scared, but more and more happy to see things. Like, we went to the Park Hotel, and I don't profess to be anything like that at all, but I went onto the second floor, and I just got this absolute sense of dread and horror, and I remember Pete was there, weren't you, Pete? And you had to come out of a room, didn't you? And
Yeah.
it was really strange. And I was genuinely twitchy when we were doing the investigation, and we did the best live ever from that landing. We had so much going on, and it was all live, which was absolutely brilliant.
Oh wow.
Three people. Go on, Pete.
You know when Keith gets jumpy because the old F-bomb starts coming out.
I do apologise, and I say it's the heat of the moment, and I'm passionate. I use old cliche, but yeah. So we were in the Park Hotel, which I must honestly, one of the best investigations ever. That place was absolutely sensational. We were part of when we were doing it, but it was absolutely sensational. And three people went into the same room and felt ill and come out like a choking sensation and things like that.
Wow.
Cool.
And we spoke about it at tea. Yeah, we're having a cup of tea, and we were talking about it over that. And there's three people had that experience. And so what I'm saying is, I don't know if it's an age thing with me, but I seem to get twitchy at the moment with things. But I used to walk towards it, but now I said, right, I'm going to go to Ruffham Tower. I'm going to do half an hour on my own. I had a camera on me doing the live. I lasted about 5 minutes.
Yeah, you did. You got Pete, get up here now. Pete, get up here now.
But in fairness, Pete, there was footsteps coming towards me, mate. Want to know?
No, there was, yeah. There was.
So, yeah,
I guess until you're on your own in that situation, realistically, do people really know what they're going to do? I don't do scared, but you don't know, do you?
You always stand there and run
it's
to
almost
it.
like a sixth sense. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a sixth sense, isn't it? I've just felt, this isn't a good place to be,
Yeah.
I
What's
don't mind.
Sorry, on you go.
I can't hear you, sorry.
On you go, Keith. Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, okay. And basically, we've been privileged to the places we've been to, but I think they said that I've just come back from Paris. I went to see Iron Maiden with Katie. 2 years in the making, that one. 2 years in the making. And we went to the catacombs and we couldn't bloody get in. Absolutely gutted.
Oh, wow.
Something. But this is an interesting bit. Something that I messaged, or we did a voicemail to the team. We got Necrophonic outside.
Okay.
And we were getting responses in French. which was
Awesome.
amazing.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I swear, yeah. And I'm so, because there's a lot of people about, it's touristy and everything. I didn't want to keep
Yeah.
on it going, you know.
Gotta be careful.
That's why I arrested, you know. But arrested again, yeah. But it was quite interesting, yeah. And that when it came, it was just the same thing. And then they said a sentence we didn't understand, and yeah. So I've said Paracom as a team are going to the catacombs. 29 quid, sleazy jet, £60
Wow.
hotel. We're laughing.
So, sounds good.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
You could,
Yeah.
Keith, you could have just said it was your hearing aid.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if you guys know or they've told you, but I'm the quiet one in the group.
Really? Yeah.
No, definitely not.
I'm gonna keep quiet. I'm gonna keep quiet now for a bit.
Oh, bless you. And
Right,
Andy said
Keith.
that's great, Keith.
Thank you. Pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
Oh. So, Mark, you've been quiet.
I have.
You have.
I've been talking.
So what's your most amazing experience you've had?
One's going to be Hellfire Caves
Yeah.
because of the monks. It's basically everybody was in the inner section, which is in the middle section of the caves, and nobody at the bottom. And all of a sudden, you can hear monks chanting coming from the bottom of the caves.
Wow.
That made hair stand up, and you couldn't explain what it was.
My
It
gosh.
was only for a minute. It was less than that. But yeah, and Ancient Ram's Inn.
Oh, okay.
Being
Was
told that my name is Edward and I'm here to kill you.
Ah!
God.
How did you respond to that one then?
I got up and walked out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's never been back since.
No, I have. But yeah,
Oh,
they're the two main ones. Other than that, not really.
So, Pete and Mel?
Oh,
Go
I
on.
think the one when we was at the old Nick, we was down in the theatre part and we was doing like a spirit board, wasn't we? And Pete was sitting next to me, and all of a sudden, like we all heard like these like keys jangling, but none of us had like keys on us or anything.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, Pete jumped out of his like skin, didn't you? And you don't normally jump that
No, I
much.
don't know.
But
Well,
you said like something had pulled like your hood,
my hoodie, yeah.
and then so that was for me anyway at the time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
About you, Pete?
I went for a phrase where I was quite jumpy at one point, near enough every investigation, because it seemed that near enough every investigation we went on, I was getting targeted. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Even when we was at Rotham, I mean, we do a lot of Estes now,
Yeah, it's brilliant.
and they just like to call out, touch Pete or pull him or something, and it seemed to happen. I don't know why. I mean, even at Rotham in the bottom of the tower, I was doing an Estes, and Katie turned and said, touch Pete on the shoulder, and about 2 minutes later, I've jumped up. What the is that? Someone just touched me on the shoulder, and like they're all like, "No way." But yeah, please, guys, stop doing it because it's not funny.
It's funny.
Not clever.
Yeah, MJ told me off for screaming at Shepton Mallet because I was doing Estes. I got into the zone and she tapped me on the shoulder. She's so involved in it, aren't you? You're so like focusing on trying to listen to it and like, you're not ready for it.
Just
Pete
never ask for a
disappears,
sign. Sorry, Mark, can you go?
No, Pete disappears. When he does his, he kind of leaves the room to say.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of watch him at the same time to make sure that he doesn't physically leave the room. So you have to kind of keep an eye on him.
So it's close to a trance-like state then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that sometimes.
It's quite, I've done it a few times, and it's it's not nice because you don't remember anything. You don't remember anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's happened to me, and I blame Gary because It,
That's
didn't
where
really-
it started. That's where
it all started with Gary Fields. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's always Gary, isn't it? He's gone now.
But yeah, I mean, it's Keith had a good experience at Hellfire Cove with Gary.
Mm.
he literally he put Keith in a trance, and it was so funny because Keith was trancing as he's one of the guys what was down there was just drunk, one of the drunks, and Keith was falling all over the place, and then Gary click his fingers all of a sudden. Oh, it was
He's like,
funny.
what's going on?
Yeah, it was funny.
I don't know.
Have you got footage of this?
No,
Keith?
thankfully.
I don't know.
Oh, shame. Sounds brilliant.
Pete, and you wonder
don't
why
know
I
how he
keep
does
away
it.
from Gary?
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
I don't know how
Yeah.
that bloke does it, but yeah, because I
Yeah.
put my foot in it.
But yeah,
I
he
put my
clicks
foot
his
in it,
fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put my foot in it because I said you'll never get me.
No. Game on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's one of them where it's sort of like you come round and he's like, "How long do you think you've been standing there?" I was like, 10 minutes. No, mate, you've been there for half an hour. I'm like, what, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Pete, do you remember the workhouse in Wales when you got really aggressive with the Bible?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't
Wow.
remember it at the time. I mean,
Wow.
everyone had the hump with me that night, but no, it wasn't. I don't remember any of it. I just
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
it was
He was
weird.
like shouting, saying, "It's my Bible" and all this stuff.
Yeah, it was strange, and apparently he asked me to point out one of the females, though, and I pointed to Sean. Poor cow. And he went, well, why are you pointing at her? Why are you picking her? And apparently he said, because I turned and I said, because she's easy. I don't know. she wasn't under that. I don't remember that.
So she's still talking to you now.
Wow.
Oh no. Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do
It's
like
scary.
it. It's fun though. Yeah. That's the thing, and that's the difference between a public event and a private. And,
Yeah.
you know, they're just worlds apart. I do go on public events just to get in a location. My friend runs the team, and she generally sits in a corner with me. Keeps me out of the way.
But I
And
think if
that's
you're
what-
honest to the public before it starts, and you tell them that this
Yes,
could
right.
be the most amazing night, this could be the most boring night, that you'll sit and stare at a wall for 4 hours
Yeah.
and get absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
You can't just turn it on. So if you're blunt with them and upfront with them,
Yeah.
they know to kind of expect all hell getting let loose or being bored.
That's right.
Definitely.
But it's like some don't want to be at the public event as well. They go because their girlfriend, boyfriend's there.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's those who generally kill the atmosphere, isn't it?
Yeah, but then you pick on them to hold things and do things.
Yeah, nice one.
So you get them involved, which then gets their girlfriends more happy that they're getting involved.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, you're a professional at this one.
I've done a lot of public events.
I haven't done events.
We don't-
recently. Well,
One thing we don't tolerate is people pushing the spirit board.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
no,
won't-
that's
we won't
that's
tolerate
pathetic. It's such a waste
no.
of time, isn't it?
Oh
We
Oh
won't
my
no.
tolerate
God,
it.
why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn your nail upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's ruining it for
that's-
everyone else.
Yeah, that's it. Like, what the hell's the point? You know, like, I won't do spirit boards for people unless it's people I trust.
Yeah.
And also, it hurts your bloody back, doesn't it, half the time?
No, it does,
You
yeah.
do it long enough, you're like, "Ow, the back." Don't know. I don't generally participate in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that
Yeah.
reason.
You end up walking away from the spirit ball from a 90-year-old that you were communicating with.
That's it. Yeah, a lot of these like participation things, they just hurt you, don't they, after a while?
Yeah.
Table tipping, you know. Oh,
I
I'm going
don't
to
do
lean
that.
over to that. Oh, God, no.
Oh, guys, we got a technical. We might lose you in a minute.
Oh, bless you.
He's flashing
Oh.
up with something now. Sorry.
Sorry. Oh, you've
Is that the
tried
blue
anyway.
flashing lights behind you, though, Keith? Is that the police car?
It's great that you joined us anyway. Cheers for that.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. We really enjoy talking to you. You know, to this doing this sort of thing and talking.
Oh, brilliant.
It's really
Yeah.
nice. It's really nice, and it's also nice for you guys to ask us different questions, you know, and it's good.
It's
good.
either that, Keith, or McDonald's have turned off their Wi-Fi.
I've been in the car park an hour and a half. They're going to charge me.
Oh my God, yeah, be careful. Yeah, I've got
Don't you
those
get charged for
AFPL
parking
cameras.
then?
After an hour and a half, you get 70 quid, I think.
Oh God.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
Yeah.
It's
So
private
you
property.
You know what you do, Keith? You got a bright orange t-shirt out. Get out and start directing the traffic.
I
Get
didn't
some cones out.
realise. I didn't realise until we got off the plane today. Katie said to me, she said, "You got the same colour shirt as this sleazy jet plane." Look, they said they think you're part of the crew.
Is that how you got on it then? They let you on and no one else.
Yeah, they very rarely let me on aircraft, to be honest. But yeah, I was all right on this. I'm going to Bahrain in a couple of weeks, so hopefully
Oh
I'll get on
God.
that. But yeah,
Don't get arrested. My
oh
God.
God, I'm gonna stay in the hotel and that's it. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's kind of scary, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't want to do anything, you know. This
Do anything really.
what we think's acceptable. Yeah, they don't. So yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You know, you've got to go through the rules. Oh, okay. So I've got this from Andy then. Mark, do you have a past family relative with you regularly? Because you have a white aura around you.
Oh wow.
Pass.
Yeah,
Pass on that.
Wow.
I don't know. I
that's
know.
interesting. That's
I
very
was
interesting.
told I had a little girl that followed me around,
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
and I've heard her
Okay.
downstairs talking in the lounge.
Oh, that's
Um,
cool.
Whether it's family, I don't know. I don't know any young girls that have died in the family. So
Okay.
if he can tell me more, then happy.
It wasn't. Oh no, I'm not going to go into this one. No, we won't.
No, feel free. I don't care.
No. Might ask afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
You have a
Anderson,
smile,
you-
so I'm worried.
Maybe that's it.
No, sorry, I just got something then, but I don't know. I'm not. It's not a sort of thing to say on air. So yeah. Yeah. But okay. So what are your next plans then? What are your immediate plans?
So next month, as I said, we're at Smethwick.
Oh wow.
That's mainly a team.
You've got
event.
tickets left, have you? No.
Why did you want to come?
I was looking at one on 31st of July. Was that yours?
30th of July, I think it is.
30th.
Yeah,
I was keeping my eye on that one. It was yours then.
drop me a message and then
Yeah, we'll see because I have to check my calendar anyway. But I was watching that one. Yeah.
yeah. So next
see.
month we're at Smethwick.
Yeah. I
And
suppose.
then we are at the Old Nick in August.
Wow, that's cool.
And then September we are joining Jolene Lockwood
Lovely.
Ooh.
Oh, she's so
She's
amazing.
great.
at the HMS Warrior.
Oh,
wow.
yeah. I'd love to have gone to that one. Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah, I saw her advertise that one.
we're lucky enough to be going to that. So yeah, we're quite busy. We are busy.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got bits and pieces where we're getting asked to go, but it's a point where some of the team go on holiday and so on and so forth.
Yeah, that's
so,
right. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we are generally quite busy. If not with the paranormal stuff with work, obviously trying to squeeze the paranormal stuff in with work.
Oh, I know. Work just gets in the way, doesn't it?
It's a pain, isn't it? But
It's terrible. It buys us paranormal tokens.
if
to go
only I got
out.
paid for doing paranormal stuff, it would be a lot easier.
Oh God, I
I
know.
know.
That'd be a nice job.
Then you can stay up till 2 a.m. every morning and it's fine without having to do work where you have to get up at a silly hour. But yeah.
Question for you, and maybe someone out here, like Andy, will be able to tell. They say the witching hour is between 3 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah,
Three and
technically.
4.
So why is it that every investigation closes at 2?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I think also when I've done investigations which have been all-nighters, people are naturally getting quite tired about
Yeah.
3 and
Yeah.
4 anyway. So we naturally lose our energy then.
Mm.
But I think also in the middle of the night, it's when you're sort of at your lowest ebb, so they've got more chance to try and get in there and communicate.
Mm.
But that's
But
the thing, your
you're,
guard comes down because you're tired.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
And I think
But
also as well that the amount of times that you get tired and you say to yourself, right, enough, and you maybe not get anything, and you pack all your shit away and you're ready to leave the door, and then that's when everything starts to kick off.
Yeah.
And you're just
Yeah.
like, ah.
Yeah, it's like
It's like,
I've
oh,
got to go now. What are you playing at? I mean, come on, you ran all night. It's like being at a party, then you go to leave and they play your favourite song. It's like, oh
Yeah.
come
yeah,
on.
oh,
You're just like, I'll just have one more, and I mean one more just for the road.
Yeah,
oh wow.
but yeah, I mean, we've done quite a few where we've done a few where we stay overnight. Harwich was a cold one.
Oh,
That was
Oh,
freezing.
how
I can
cold can
imagine.
these locations get though? You know, there's some which are never warm.
Mm.
You know, it doesn't matter what time of year, it's just like ice.
It's strange because we always used to sit and pick the overnighters, but it's winter. We can
Yeah.
never pick them
Oh.
during the summer.
No.
No.
Oh,
It's
Let's
like,
check
oh.
in the church then.
shocking, aren't they? Oh God.
Do you
But I
remember
don't
Harwich?
know. Sorry.
Do you remember Harwich having you lot running around like little headless chickens?
Oh yeah. Trying
yeah,
to find a room.
yeah, you muppet.
Trying to find a room. Okay.
I played a bugle over
Oh,
the a speaker which was in the middle of the fort. Because it's
Right.
round, it bounces all over the place.
okay.
Totally ignored it, pressed play, run to the door the same as everybody else, and everybody else just run around like headless chickens. And I just let them run around for a couple of minutes and then stopped it. And they were all, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? And I came clean in the end.
Oh, bless you. Funny.
You gotta have a laugh, haven't you?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mum.
wow.
Yeah, go Trev.
God, yeah. Because it helps with the energy anyway, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it does.
You
Yeah.
know, if you're having a laugh, that's it. You get the
Okay.
sort of energy. So Andy sort of agrees with the witching hour as well. All tired and susceptible to attack from spirit. But,
As long as
yeah.
you never asked for a sign. I asked for a sign. A spirit being there and the bat came flying at me. So that was my answer. Yeah. I did. I was at that place that me and Jacqueline went, and there's this like.
Where my dog got an attachment,
Uh-huh.
a tick.
We were
Oh.
actually we were actually in this wee bit, and it was getting quiet. So I thought it would be a good idea to say, you know, if there's any spirits there, show us a sign. Well, this bat flew out of nowhere, flew right over my head, and I screamed. I must admit, I didn't scream. I hate bats, and I'm like, oh, no.
Oh, that's you.
Oh,
You hate them.
that's me. I
You
hate
don't like them.
bats and rats. That's my two.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yes.
I think it's if something suddenly moves,
Mm.
that'll make me scream. So like, I was scared of ghosts once. I was at the village in Mansfield, and I got
Oh,
this
yeah.
black mask next door to me. I looked, I saw it, I screamed. It legged it and set the REM pod off. You know, and that's so goddamn cool, isn't it? But yeah, I do like. I've screamed about four now because of MJ. But yeah, I've screamed about 4 times now because you just do, because it's just an ultimate reaction, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Not like you're scared, it's just like the shock. It's like, you know. But
Yeah.
I haven't legged it. So that's a good point, isn't it? But yeah. So what are the plans then for the team? That, you know, that's what you're doing for the future. Do you do YouTube? How do people reach you?
Well, you can find us obviously on Facebook.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube, Instagram. Yeah, so we've got a website. Just type in Paranormal, it all should come straight up. So we've got a website
Yeah.
with our events and stuff on it. Steve runs a website. Obviously, Steve was here and he put his hands up and say, yeah, he's a bit slow in updating the website. I'm not going to lie,
Oh,
but
bless you, yeah.
but yeah. So we've got a website, and we there's loads of two emails you can contact us on, or as I say,
Oh, that's
Facebook.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Facebook's always
So-
good.
Yeah.
Apart from when it's not. It's just getting more frequent.
That's why I laughed at Mark there. I just seen when he went, yeah, Facebook's good, and the eyes went rolling.
Yeah, but thanks so much anyway. It's been
Yeah,
it's
it's
been
been
a
great.
laugh. You're a brilliant
Right.
team, and
No,
yeah, I certainly
thanks for
want
having
to
us.
meet you
It's
been a
sometime.
pleasure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
thank you for having
you
us
did
on.
do a show on haunted antiques, didn't you, for a bit?
Yeah, we did.
Just
Yeah,
before like people sort of moved away and sort of chatted to you a bit on that. But yeah,
yeah.
it's
It's just it started fading out a bit, and then we
Yeah.
just got overly
Yeah.
busy on work and stuff.
things
It's,
change. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. So there you go. You've got a strong white aura.
Ooh.
So it looks like someone's looking out for you then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know
There
what
you
to
go,
say.
Mark.
Jeanette loves the village. Would have loved to go on an investigation.
Don't do them no more at the village,
When
do they?
drinking there,
Stop.
you knew you were being watched. Yeah, yeah, because it used to be a nightclub. You know, yeah, it's a shame that the village is gone. And there's a lot of decent places which have gone as well.
Oh yeah, they closed
Oh,
it
there
quite
you
short, didn't
go. And that's what I like is that like I go on an investigation. I'll write up what I get. I'll give the names. I'll put things out there. And if one person just comes out saying something like that, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. I mean,
You know,
like
to get that
Andy there,
validation.
it's thank you for letting us know, Andy. I mean, we picked up that name, and it's great that someone else has got it. I mean, it's
Yeah,
brilliant
it's
when someone
wonderful.
else from a different team goes there and gets the same name. It's just amazing.
Oh no, don't worry about that. My spelling's appalling now. And I keep going back to post something and then whoops, I have to change it because I keep going wrong. Yeah, so once again, Andy, hope you find out who your white aura friend lets you know more about them, Mark. So yeah, interesting.
This is, yeah. It kind of freaks you out a little bit. I've got to admit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow. I guess I'm used
But,
to
yeah.
having mum and dad around me, so that's got
Well,
to be
Mark's got
normal now.
someone around him.
Yeah,
With your Alice box
definitely.
and that going off, Mark. I mean,
Oh, yeah, that was freaky.
What was that?
Sitting here, I got my bag up here with the Alice box in it. Came back from an investigation, put it in there. I watched the Grand Prix, not a single sound, walked past the door, and the Alice box was on and saying words.
Oh my
I
gosh.
sent it
Wow.
to Pete.
Yeah.
It's like, how does it turn itself on? It's
Yeah.
behind the door.
Yeah. There's no reason. Yeah. I get my phone
Wow.
doing weird things. My phone will just pipe up with something weird. I'm relevant. But yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh God. I got stuck at Doncaster. My car. Okay. Weird story. Mum. I was running out of petrol, so Mum got me to my garage. The car was my mum's old car. She died, whatever. And I was running out of petrol, so I managed to get to a garage in Doncaster. The gearbox went, so I couldn't move from it. I didn't have much petrol, so I think Mum done that because she'd done it before. And then the motorway service has come along, and I'm just getting in the car, and my phone starts singing with an animated thing: "Wear a mask, wear a mask." Like, I don't even know. It's some like cartoon shit thing, you know. Children. And it's coming out of the back pocket going, wear a mask, wear a mask. And it was COVID.
Yeah.
So I thought,
Oh my
well,
God.
yeah, okay, whatever. So you get in the cab without the mask on because I think you had to, but yeah, okay. You didn't always want to, but another story. And he had a cold. So I felt really rough a few days after.
Oh no.
But yeah. So you know, it is. You just get these weird things, and you can't explain why. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you get that quite a lot, don't you? You get like
Oh,
white
time.
feathers and stuff a lot.
White feathers, yeah.
Oh,
Front of
awesome.
me.
That's brilliant.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just the world of paranormal. But yeah, I know my mum's with a car. Good friends with Barry, Barry John, and he even picked up that I ought to take a photo of the car because my mum's there. So I've taken mum and dad on a ghost hunt before. So I've gone to the Y Theatre in Leicester, and they used to go to Leicester every week because they had a market stall and got stock from there. So I knew somebody was next door to me when I drove there. But when we went in the auditorium, the Mark the Medium was on stage opening the night and basically said, "You've got a lady next door to you." I said, "Yeah, my mum." And he said, "You've got a gentleman behind you in a wheelchair." I said, "I don't get that." But turned out it was my dad. But he'd been in a wheelchair for the last 3 weeks of his life. But it's not what I remember from. And they brought my dog through.
Oh.
And they mentioned my
Wow.
dog, and they basically warning me that I was about to lose my dog. But
Wow.
I know they did it in. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
That's mad.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've got more freaky stuff than that. It's all in my book, which I will do one day. But yeah.
Get writing.
Awesome.
Everyone else, fun.
I've written it, 88,000 words. I've done it. I just got to edit it. That's the issue.
Ah, come on.
I know. I know. I just
It's only 88,000 words.
Yeah, I know. No, I've done it.
I mean, you could do it in half an hour. No
I
problem.
know. I thought I could because I thought I'd finished it. I think, yeah, you just spend a weekend, you're going to do it, get someone else to check it. Fine. Nah, you rewrite it, don't you? Think, oh my God, you really write that? No. Then you doubt everything, think, I can't put this out. But sod it, it will go out. And yeah, my words, my thoughts. There you go. Cheers anyway, it's been a wonderful night and enjoy whatever you do, and I'm glad you've got the validation about Ruffin.
Yes, brilliant.
That is wonderful, isn't it? But thanks everyone for watching and questions and everything.
Thank
It's good night.
Yes, thank you.
Everyone.
Cheers then.
Bye.
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 See you. Bye.
Bye.